Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We are here joined by one of our very well spoken and well renowned person around the sustainability sector here in UAE. Uh, so let us discuss more with him. Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa barakatuh.
Please let us know about yourself to our audience.
Maher Al Kaabi. We work as an independent board member at the Serkal Group.
And so you've been having this capacity to dispel your knowledge within the sector across various sectors, universities, industries, and now here in offices at World Economy Summit. So tell us about it. What have you been able to see going forward the country and the region working in this sustainable sector?
I think if you take a step back, and I've been trying to echo this at every panel or keynote that I speak, I think climate change or in taking care of environment is something already ingrained in our DNA. I mentioned that today as well in the summit, in the panel, that if you look at in 1960s and 70s and 80s and even 90s, this Harish Zayed in Sultan Al Nahyan, who was planting trees in the desert. And people asked him, why are you doing that? He said, look, I'm taking care of the environment. So that is already part of us. I know the global agenda comes in on climate change and making sure that we take care of the net zero, which needs to be there by 2050. We're doing our part and making sure we do the right thing as a country. So we were the first country actually to say we'll have a target of 20 to be net zero by 2050 in the MENA region. And we've been taking quite a lot of strides, whether at government level and how the government is collaborating with the private sectors and making sure the message is going there. So spreading the knowledge, making everybody's aware of what government is doing and how the government is collaborating where they're working with the private sector as well.
And I mean, in many of such conferences, there is, one key word awareness. Awareness for the business sectors, awareness for the markets, awareness for the general layman to be able to understand the issues related to climate change. How much growth, or how much progress do you see has already been done in the last 10 months? And what is it that we are expecting to see more scope with?
COP has been there, but there are a lot of people who are being skeptical about the COPs themselves because they were hoping that the Glasgow COP26 there might be a good shift over there, but unfortunately that shift did not really materialize. And COP27 happened in Sharm el Sheikh, that also did not materialize. I personally believe the COP28 will be an inflection point where you'll actually see something going on different. Reason being, first of all, because the country overall is the leaders that we have, we're blessed to have them, they're very much aligned with what needs to be done. Now, the current sitting president of COP28, he's a deal maker. He's not a politician. So he's the one who wants to get things done. So if you look at, if you track his work for the past so many months, he's been traveling to so many countries just to get real pledges where there would be an impact on making some actionable item related to climate change. But look at this, what he has been doing. He's a chairman of Masdar City, which is a renewable energy company who's been there for 16 years.
Right.
Not many people know that Masdar actually invests globally. They have 14 existing investment vehicles that they have today across the globe. They've actually invested in some islands in Pacific Ocean. I never knew that they were existed. And these are large investments they do. One of the latest inauguration happened in Far Eastern Indonesia, the biggest floating solar panel from the Indonesian government. It was just revealed this month itself. I think it was on 7th or 8th of November, where His Excellency Dr. Thanis Judy was there, along with the President of Indonesia, and also the CEO, Muhammad Ramahi of Masdar. He's also being, His Excellency Sultan Jabir is also sitting as the CEO of EDMA. And there's a lot of skeptical on being on them that, oh, Sultan Jabir, oil company, how could you be the president, sitting president of the COP? But a lot of people, again, don't know. ADNOC is the first oil leading company globally that its entire operation, it's run by renewable energy. Wow, nobody knows that, right? But that's a fact. It's one of the few companies who actually now revealed the second phase of carbon capture project, even during the last September, a few months ago. But mind you, the first phase was revealed in 2015. Yeah, so this was only 1 year after the Paris Agreement in 2015. So that tells you how the country is in forefront in making the change happen. And the carbon capture we're talking about, it's going to be about 2.3 megatons per annum of carbon capture, making it one of the largest globally as well. So there's a lot happening within the country. There's a good awareness going on. So if you look at the last 10 years, the narrative has changed a lot. Every time now we talk to people, almost everybody is aware of the climate change now. Quite a lot of us. Whoever lives in Dubai and UAE, overall, we are aware of it. Why? Because of these conferences, the government initiatives that's happening. These conferences are very good to spread the awareness. If you don't have the awareness, you'll not be able to take anything, right? And that's what's happening overall in UAE.
Just lastly, wanted to like talk about Ednov, how it is making an example. Like an oil company transitioning towards the green energy or renewable energy. Uh, what other factors do you see which will inspire other companies, other sectors to take up that need and lead by the example?
One is a soft one and one is a hard one. The soft one, I think most companies who live in UAE, they're really truly inspired by our leaders. And I would say we are really humbled to have great leaders like that with us, who have a great vision, but have strong execution power. So they've seen throughout the decades that UAE has been delivering, i.e., walking the talk, or what we say when the rubber meets the road. So when you see that happening from your leaders and the government entities, you're automatically inspired in a software, saying if the leaders are doing like that, I'm going to be doing like that. What do we mean by that? In other parts of the world, always the private sector lead and the government follows.
Right.
The whole analogy of here is reversed. The government is leading and it's making it difficult for private sector to follow. So that's a beautiful problem to be at. The hard part of it is how the government is collaborating with the private sector. So, for example, I also sit as the on the Circular Economy Council. We're working on certain policies, about 22 policies for related to circular economy in terms of waste management. The five policies that have been issued, they were not issued by the ministry themselves. They were actually conducted a workshop with the subject matter expert from the private sectors. So their feedback was taken. I know that because I sit and I see that happening. They've taken our feedback for certain waste management, and we put up a paper over there, and they're going with a recommendation of the private sectors. Now look at the impact on these policies coming into the play. It will be highly executable policy, even if it's 80%. So that's what makes the difference.
Thank you so much for your time. So here you go. You've just heard it from a C-suite level uh, within the UAE, how much progress it has been going on within the sector. And we all need to be inspired and take up action, which is what the corporate is all about. Stay tuned for upcoming other podcasts and keep tuned to this channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.